So here you can see it's a little bit lighter. Now I'm going to take this and get an even lighter section going. Let's make sure it's all mixed in pretty nice. So I'll take about a quarter of that, mix it with the rest of this burnt umber light, and then I'll bring in a little bit of this burnt sienna. Maybe a little bit more, just so we have a nice range of colors. Yeah, I'm just going to do all of it, I think. Now, normally, you really want to make sure that you're mixing enough color, because if you don't, you have to go back and do it again, and to be honest with you, I don't think I did enough, but that's okay. We're just going to go ahead and get started with it. So you also, what I like to do is go dark to light, as well as from the background to the foreground. So I'm going to start with the darkest color, which will be like the shadows and stuff. And with this, like, this solo cup, that's going to be a solo cup. With that there, I'm not super worried about covering that, because that'll be something I can just add back in later. But I will go around the table here, because that's a bigger object, harder to outline. So you get a section like that going, got the dark in there. Now I'm going to start adding a little bit of lighter colors, just so we can get some contrast going. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you can just kind of scoot it around the board or canvas, whatever you got, just to add some variance. Now I'll go even a little bit lighter here. And it's very important, at least I feel, when you're working on this stuff, to have a reference image like this one. In this, I actually took a photo of a campsite in Mountain Park, and then I just simply had ChatGPT add in my request to put the hoodie guy, the Franzia wine, you know, all that extra stuff on there. But originally this was a photo I took. But you want to have a reference image you can use, because sometimes you'll get lost if you're just doing it by yourself. You don't have anything to look at. You're going to screw up some colors, potentially. And you don't always have to do that, but for bigger projects like this, definitely good to have. The first coat, I mean, there's going to be multiple coats of this. The first coat can just be kind of getting it in there. And when I do look at my reference image, I can see this kind of area around here gets darker. This oval looking area.